Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneurs who want their content marketing to convert content consumers into paying customers. Now, normally on this channel, I make videos about content marketing from the perspective of an older entrepreneur who has embraced the need to engage in organic content marketing on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Let's just say, but sometimes we've got to talk about email marketing because of the perspective a more mature entrepreneur tends to take. They know that email marketing has an ROI or return on investment of 4,200%. They know that if they're running their business and their marketing in a global sense properly, roughly 3/4 of their sales should come from their email list and the rest off social media and through things like Google SEO. But now you might have heard that Apple's latest update might immediately affect your email marketing analytics, and over time it will end up affecting everyone's email analytics, even if they're not in the Apple ecosystem at all. And now you may be asking yourself this question: what's going on with the Apple iOS 15 update and its effect on email marketing? Well, let me explain where we currently are at, why it's important, Apple or no Apple ecosystem, and how it's going to affect you both now and in the future, and whether or not your email marketing efforts are going to be adversely impacted by all of this. The answer may just surprise you, so stay tuned until the end of this video, especially for tips to make the most of this situation. But wait, before we go any further, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get the help that entrepreneurs like you need to succeed with content marketing that drives traffic to your business so that you can do more business. I recently did a video entitled TikTok, How Do You Make Money 2021? And there I discussed what advice I'd give you as a more mature business owner who may not care if you get paid anything from the Creator Fund or during live streams. You want to sell your products and or services, and that's why you're engaging in content marketing in the first place. So if you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check it out. That said, let's get more into the subject of the Apple iOS 15 update effect on email marketing. Now, first of all, let's discuss what happened. Recently, Apple announced the release of a new privacy feature in iOS 15 for phones, say, and the Mac OS Monterey for laptops, desktops, that sort of thing. As a result of that operating system update, any contacts that you've got on your email list who are using Apple Mail will now have the option, doesn't mean they'll all take it, but they'll have the option to enable a new feature called Mail Privacy Protection. Why do you care? Because in terms of its impact on your email marketing analytics or data or insights, you need an understanding of what's going away. For any Apple Mail users who enable Mail Privacy Protection, that means that you will have a limited at best way to accurately know whether or when an email has been opened, where a contact is located, and where they open that email, and the type of device they're using when they open an email. Out of all the things you may lose, the most important thing to me globally for all entrepreneurs, for all marketers, is that you're going to lose your open rate data. It'll have a bigger impact on your ability to measure the success rate of your email campaigns. But before you totally freak out, you should pay attention to what's staying and why it's important. This operating system update for those in the Apple ecosystem who use Apple Mail and enable the Mail Privacy Protection option or feature should not in and of itself affect the deliverability of your email to your contacts globally, or more specifically, the deliverability of your email to those contacts who use Apple Mail. And that's not likely everyone on your email list, admittedly. What's really important is that, worst case scenario, you still have conversion rates that relate to engagement that occurs within an email, like click-through rates, who's clicking on your buttons in the email, your images, your hyperlinked images, your hyperlinks that are just appearing in the body of the email itself, that sort of thing. You'll still have that. You'll also get conversion information depending upon how you have things set up in the email campaign you've set up to measure conversions related to purchases. This is important because you'll still be able to know who clicked and who bought. And those are more warm and hot leads and or contacts. So sure, it's annoying that you're losing some open rate information or open rate conversion data, but as long as you can still see everyone who's clicking on your links and making purchases, well, as entrepreneurs, we can all agree if someone's clicking on your links to go to sales pages, blog posts, YouTube videos, that sort of thing, they're more engaged and more likely to buy from you sooner or later. Keep up that good work, delivering value, entertaining your email contacts, educating them, and or inspiring them through the content you create and serve up in the body of your email. Whether it's taking them to content you created or, you're curating from sources that that are important to them. That sort of email-focused relationship marketing is important, even when there's no sales page links in sight. When there are sales page links, you're directing your email contacts to click on. It's the ones that click that are warm leads, and of course the ones that buy that are the hottest contacts around for you. If you had to lose data, and it stinks that you do, at least you've got the conversions that are most important. Engagement and sales. So now let's talk about what to do from here. If you're running A/B split tests that involve or concern email open rates, you're going to have to keep this in mind when looking at your results because, look, not everyone's using Apple Mail, of course, but still just know going forward that your results will be off because at least some of your email list contacts are likely using Apple Mail, and you now won't be able to capture all of the open rate information anymore as a result. And over time, the world watches Apple, so I bet more operating systems that are not having to do with the Apple ecosystem and are otherwise related to Apple's competitors, they're going to launch updates that will take away more open rate based data from you over time. So keep that in mind. IP addresses will be obscured for those who opt into mail privacy protection related updates or options. So you're going to notice fewer contacts in any segments that you create in any of your campaigns or campaign reports having to do with locations that you may target. Any resend to non-opener type options in your email campaigns won't work anymore for contacts who opt into Apple's email, privacy protection or the functional equivalent of that feature from competitors who build in related features into their operating system updates too. You might want to pause your active automations in your software when the automations are specifically triggered based off of opens so that you can preserve whatever metrics you do have before your data becomes degraded or further degraded because of those who start enabling privacy option. Both Apple's mail privacy protection and their competitors' protections in the future as those roll off the digital line from them. So my biggest tip to you is to change how you measure success in terms of your email campaigns. Open rates are no longer it, but clicks once folks have opened your email, those are still important. As you normally would, continue to monitor your bounce rate or bounces, your unsubscribes, and your sales conversions. And if contact location is super important to you, you can always send out a survey or form to your list so that those who are so inclined can provide that information to you, and you can enter it into the database or databases of your choice, depending upon how you're digitally running things under the hood of your business. There. Not so bad when you think about it, right? As long as you know who's engaging with your email hyperlinks, your clicks, your warm leads, and who's making purchases, your hot leads and buyers, well, that's what's going to help you pay the bills as a business person anyway, right? There you have it. This is my answer when it comes to the subject of the Apple iOS 15 updates effects on email marketing. Need more help? Be sure to check out these two awesome videos too, because they'll teach you great content marketing strategies that can also help to blow up your business. Enjoy.